Well, good day again. Welcome to week two of Finding Your Why. Um, First, I want to say there was a book released in 2009 um, by Simon Sinek and called Finding Your Why, and how important it is to find your why, and how that's the beginning of everything. Really, there's also um, a TED Talk that's amazing. I was pretty captivated by it anyway. And there are also a lot of articles that kind of bounced off of Simon Sinek and stem from what he was saying about finding your why. And I haven't read his book. I will get to that though. But I'll say that I've found several articles out there um, about finding your why. And what I have found and what I can kind of disseminate is that really all of them, whether it's six or 10 or 12 or 13, I don't have 13 fingers, so I can't really show you. They all boil down to these four subtopics in finding your ikigai. And your ikigai is um, it's Japanese for life meaning or meaning of life. What gets you out of bed? What is the meaning of your life? Um, and what I've seen in some of those articles, I'll give you an example. What can you do to better lives of others? Well, that sounds like skills and expertise and values. Do you want to better somebody else's life? Maybe you don't. But maybe you have different values than that. So, what makes you forget about time passing? That sounds like a passion that you can just get into so deeply that um, doesn't even time doesn't even matter. You can do overtime and not even care. Uh, what are you willing to go above and beyond to do? Well, that sounds like values, passions. Um, what would you be okay doing for free if you didn't need money? Well, that sounds like values, passions, maybe talents and expertise. Um, so that's why I boiled it down to the Forbes issue or Forbes article. That's where this image comes from, and I'll put that into the description um, for this video. But so talent, obviously, talent. What are you innately good at? What are just those things that um, people look for help for you? You know, maybe even since you were a kid, you just seemed like you were really good at it. Obviously, you know, somebody who's been playing football all their lives and they just are really good and haven't had to work too hard at it or anything, that would be a talent. Um, there's other people who are great at listening and talking, uh, or talking, I guess, depending on what you find. Um, there's people who are good at everything or at anything. That's your talents. The passions, like I asked earlier, you know, like a question that came up earlier. What what can you get into and then just totally lose track of time and just forget about all that is happening around you? That's your passions. Skills and expertise. These are usually things that you've maybe put some time into. Maybe it's something you're talented at, but something you've developed over time. Um, Maybe something you went to school to do and learn. Maybe it's something you've worked on in your garage for fun and you just got really good at it. Those are your skills and expertise. And then there's your values. What are the things that you hold dear? Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's football or baseball or some sport. Maybe it's bike riding or hiking or being outdoors. Um, Maybe it's video games. You name it. What do you? What are your values? Maybe it's helping people. Um, Maybe it's earning money. It just it really depends on who you are. Um, it's going to get you in there into your values and help you understand those. However, um, it's you might not know them, and it might be imperative that you spend a little bit of time thinking about these. And I'm 43, and yeah, I'm searching this, and this is an actual journey that I'm on. Um, but maybe you're 20. I talked to a 20-year-old just yesterday. Awesome kid. I can call him a kid because I'm 43. And he started going to school a couple years ago. He graduated 2 years ago. He's man, smart kid. He's ready to just go do some awesome stuff. And college didn't necessarily go the way he thought. And then COVID hit. And then he's like, why would I spend money to get to, all that money to take a an online class? It's like, I'm going to do this differently. So he left school for a little while. Who knows how long he'll be out. But he started in sales, and he's a team lead, and he enjoys that. He's gonna take some time to find what he's good at. He knows some things. Don't get me wrong. He's gonna find his passions. He's gonna see um, his skills and expertise come alive. He's got some great talent, and then he's gonna see what he values, and what he's gonna do is take action and really make all these things come alive. And through the days, weeks, months, and years, he's going to get a better hold on these, and do some great things. Um, it's okay to grow. Gosh, it's not just okay; it's amazing to grow. You should be growing. Um, you should aim to grow. You might not have any idea what you're even talented in. Maybe you're humble, or maybe you just haven't had too much of a growth mindset to notice that you're good at these things. It's okay to ask some people what they think. You know, but anyway, we'll get to that later. So this is the model we're going to start with, at least that I'm starting with, to better understand this and better understand myself. And um, I don't know if if anybody out there is spiritually minded or believes in a higher power or no power at all or whatever, energy, whatever it is, meditation. Um, but as I embark on this journey and go further away from who I was a week ago, I'm going to be praying about, meditating about, reading about, really reflecting on who I am and my talents, my passions, my values, my skills and expertise. And in so doing, I'm going to need to talk to some people. I will reach out to people and find out what's some random sample or just people who are willing to respond on social media, whatever. But but yeah, it's going to take some time. There are people who know it. I know one guy. He he just graduated from high school. He's got a brother who graduated 2 years ago, and that his older brother is on some kind of path. He knows. He knew right away what he's going to get into. This kid, you know, he he's going to start working. Neither of them is smarter than the other or anything like that, but they're on their own journey, and it's important to recognize that your journey is uh, is what your journey is going to be. There's nothing to be ashamed of in taking one journey or another. Put the past behind you and take some steps forward. You're going to be awesome. And until next week, um, start looking at this and thinking about your talents, passions, skills, and expertise. Um, what we will start with, what I'm going to start with next week, or move on to next week, is passions, and we can maybe you'll look at that with me. Who knows? Anyway, I wish I had some kind of joke or something like that. You'll learn more about my passions next week, but we'll talk to you soon and catch you later. See you next week.